Everyone, I'm Keith. Thank you for joining us. I serve as a group director, and on a day-to-day basis, I'm heavily involved in our continual drive for improvements with our client offerings, and I have a very active role with our real estate offering. So the entry point of getting into any investment is very important. With direct property and especially land opportunities, getting into the early stages of a new estate of a growth corridor is absolutely ideal. That image on the top right, so on the northern tip of Perth, we secured exclusive allocations for our clients for titled land and it was ready to build on. Now that image now, if we went and retook it, is now fully built out. The large upside for owners with rental returns growing and capital appreciation. So Western Australian land is now diminished, and as a case study, in June 2022, we helped 13 clients secure homes and lands in a differing northern Perth location, about 10 kilometres from that image. At that time, the packages were around $520,000. The homes in this particular case, they were completed at the end of 2023. And last week, one of our existing clients had to resell that particular property at the start of 2006 and achieved $840,000. So that's a great outcome. The bottom right image again there is a first stage of a growing coastal community north of the Sunshine Coast in Queensland. Our first batch of clients are currently having homes finalised at this very moment and being handed over to be rented. But what's happened here is that we've seen the pricing for the next stage that's being released, and the blocks are over $100,000 more from these existing clients' entry point. This rental market's incredibly tight. So what I'm demonstrating here, it's another case of accelerated capital growth, rental yield from getting into early stages. So as a recap, our unemotional and factual approach has and continues to provide good outcomes to our clients, and particularly those who are building portfolios. Now, our current challenge is sourcing appropriate investments for our clients, and fortunately, we can lean on long-standing relationships and the intellectual property we've acquired. So just delving into intellectual property and goodwill, which is ultimately what we lean on as a business to give clients access. So from a land perspective, nearly all land is currently sourced off-market, especially for investor allocations. If you were to walk into a land sales office in most estates in Australia today and attempt to purchase a block of land, I would highly suspect that there is nothing currently available. If it is, it's going to title in months or possibly over a year ahead, or they're only selling exclusively to owner-occupiers. From a build perspective, working with builders who construct to a high standard and have a timely build delivery is crucial and it is difficult. So we lean on long-standing relationships to help our clients access proven and quality options here. In terms of benefiting from our intellectual property and goodwill, I'm just going to refer to the image on the top right. This was an off-market land opportunity where we as a business were able to commit to a run of what they call terrace homes with a trusted land partner. This was in the Brisbane to Sunshine Coast corridor. So not only did we secure the land off market exclusively, but we then worked with a trusted local builder to build the product. They were in the vicinity of $775,000 price points, and the middle terraces more like the $725,000 price point. But what I could tell you is if you were to run this opportunity today from both a land and then a build, it would cost over $1 million to replicate. You just couldn't replicate this. So these particular clients of ours have absolutely succeeded and gotten the capital appreciation, and I know the rents continue to be solid and growing in that particular location. As a key takeaway on the land front, just know there is a critical shortage. Existing relationships and off-market intel right now is paramount. Just to give you a little bit more insight as a case study, we're an off-market partner with a landholding group in a highly desirable area of coastal Queensland. Last week, I was advised of 16 blocks that were going to be made available only to the selected off-market partners. So this sort of memorandum went out at 4:30 on the Monday. Checked in on the next morning, and by 10 a.m, it was just all gone, cash unconditional contracts gone. And so in this particular area, this is no marketing, no sales officers, and absolutely no availability to the general public, to give you some insight. It's just so difficult to get land at the moment.